My parents sat my brother and I down when I was about 11 and told us that my mom had Huntington's disease.
I remember I had just gotten back from dinner with my family and I fell off of the back of my father's car playing with my sister. And my mother tried to help me because I was crying and my knee was bleeding and she couldn't. She had forgotten what to do and how to take care of me.
I think I was 10 years old and I just didn't really understand what was going on because I didn't really recognize that my dad was sick. And they tried to tell me about what Huntington's disease was and that he was gonna start changing and not really acting like himself anymore.
So far, my mom suffers from a lot of choking problems, like difficulty eating, short-term memory loss has been really big lately, and like fine motor skills, she basically can't write anymore.
My dad that raised us, he's changed. He's not the same person. He's gotten angry sometimes. One day he's fine, the next day he's not slurring his words at all. But it's just not that same dad that was, extremely encouraging at all of our volleyball matches, wanting to do family dinner all the time. It just slowly, it's just watching him digress into somebody that we really don't know.
I think with Huntington's disease, it changes you entirely, even if you don't want it to. I've tried living my life in the ways that I would want to live my life if Huntington's disease never had entered my family. But because I'm always thinking about that, I know it's subconsciously or consciously changing how I've made my decisions, whether I should have gone to graduate school or not, or moved to San Diego away from my family, or just falling in love and wanting to get married.
I felt like having kids is the #1 thing in my life. That's always been, my mom's always said, you've been put on this earth to be a mama. And so for me, I felt like, is my life over? Do I want to find out if I guess in a little bit of a dramatic sense, is my life over?
The only thing I fear is just being alone, Not having somebody, because I wouldn't want to put anybody through what I've gone through. So I couldn't expect anybody to love me like my father loved my mother.
I always thought that once I turned 18, I'd want to go out and get tested right away and know everything so I could plan. But then went to the counselor, turned 18, and then my birthday came and passed, and I still don't know.
I've decided not to get tested at this moment, though there's been times where I just want to get up and drive to the closest place and find out immediately.
What gives me hope is the involvement that my family has within the HD community and how many people that are slowly learning about the disease.
I think awareness is the most important thing. We need to get our voice out there and get our message heard.
We are taking steps towards a cure. I don't know if it'll happen in my generation, in my lifetime, but we are so close that it's possible for maybe my children's generation.
What this does to people and their families and stuff, I just know that there's got to be a close end to this.
I hope that not just for myself, but for everyone impacted by HD, that we find a cure. And if not find a cure, if that's not possible, just to help prolong the symptoms from starting, finding new medications, to help with the symptoms so that people who have it can live their lives as long as they possibly can the way they want to.